So the similar concept we are using here called provider. So we are providing the information in the widget 0 and we are consuming that information in the widget 5 here. And it's not only widget 5, if the information is required in widget 10, you can also make use of the consumer and have the information without any chain linkage in between. And this particular provider makes our work much simpler and easier also. For example, you have fetched the user information, and for once at the time of login you can make use of the user credentials or information throughout your application and maintain a smooth process instead of moving the data from one screen to the another repeatedly. In this vlog, we would like to discuss about the state management concept provider. So in our previous tutorials also we have covered the implementation of provider in Flutter application. But now in this particular tutorial we will try to make a login mechanism with the help of a provider. As you are well aware that why we use provider, and if you are having any queries I suggest you to go through our previous tutorials so that you will get the basic knowledge regarding the providers. And also I will be explaining you how a provider works and what is the necessity of a provider in Flutter application. So now let's try to add the dependencies like provider and get dependency here. Why we are making use of get dependency here? So to move from one screen to another, I am making use of the getx library here. So I have also covered the getx library tutorials and I am providing the link in the description section below. You may go through the various getx library implementations we have done in our Flutter application. And now let's try to create the basic structure of our application. So for which let us import the material.dart file here and also specify the void main, which is a starting point for the programming. So here I'm going to declare a class my app and let's try to consider a stateless widget my app. And within the run app itself I want to implement our provider so that our provider lies in the top level of the tree and covers all the branches. So before getting through our tutorial here, let's try to discuss what is a provider in a simple way. So whenever you are having multiple screens, so in our previous tutorials also I got some requests from people like explain the provider when we are using multiple screens. So this tutorial I will be especially focusing on this particular concept. So let us consider we are having multiple widgets in our application. For suppose we are having 5 widgets in our application and we need to have the user information. For example, you have logged into an application and we need to have the user email address or any particular ID so that we can make the transactions throughout our application. So in general scenario what we try to do is like we pass the information from one screen to another. For example, you are in the login screen. After successful login, when you move to the welcome screen or dashboard, so there you need to fetch the user details, and from there when you try to move to the profile screen, and again there you need to pass the user information. And when you are trying to make any service call, so there you need to provide the user credentials. So in this way you need to pass the information from one screen to another. And not only this particular information, this you can easily handle with other ways also. But let us assume a situation where there is a need for you to transfer information between multiple screens, and in some screens you don't even use that particular information but you need to follow the chain, so you are passing the information to that particular screen. So there we need to make use of this particular provider. And so what does a provider do? For example, when you are in the starting screen, for example consider widget 0, and you want to pass some information to the widget 5 here, and you need not pass through all the between widgets here. You can just directly emit the data and the data can be observed. from the widget file here. So whenever the widget file is subscribed to this particular service, they are now able to listen to the data which is being emitted from the widget 0 here. So the similar concept we are using here called provider. So we are providing the information in the widget 0 and we are consuming that information in the widget 5 here. And it's not only widget 5, if the information is required in widget 10, you can also make use of the consumer and have the information without any chain linkage in between. And this particular provider makes our work much simpler and easier also. For example, you have fetched the user information, and for once at the time of login, you can make use of the user credentials or information throughout your application and maintain a smooth process instead of moving the data from one screen to the another repeatedly. So now let's get through this particular example and get the good knowledge on how to implement a provider in this particular login mechanism. And also one more thing I'm trying to explain here is like, we have also covered examples regarding shared preferences, local login, and also we have done an examples on network calls in Flutter. So I suggest you to mix these topics, and I will be providing the link in the description section below, and let me know if you face any problem. I'm asking you to create an application that will make use of a provider and implement a login mechanism. You can also store the data in the shared preference or SQLite database, or you can just make a network call. So make any of these things, and if you are having any queries, you can just let me know in the comment section below. I will surely try to help you. So this is just kind of an assignment for you. So now let's get started with this particular provider login mechanism. So make use of this particular tutorial and refer those tutorials which I am providing in the description section below, and try to make a simple login functionality in Flutter application, and do let me know if you have any query in the comment section below. So now here let's try to add our provider inside the run app here. So here you can just wrap with a widget and provide multi-provider here. And in our previous tutorial we have discussed what is a multi-provider, and I am providing the link in the description section below. You can just go through it for further details. And here for now just I'm trying to cut this information and provide the list of providers here. So I'm currently just having one provider, so that is change notifier provider. There are different other providers also, but our current topic requires this change notifier provider. So depending on your requirement, you can just make use of the providers available. So here we need to provide a model class here. So now let's try to create a model class before proceeding any further. So as we are dealing with a login example, let's try to create a model class called user, and this user class will extend change notifier. So this is from the package flutter slash material dot dart here, and now inside which I will try to provide a variable like email address and password. So string email, and so initially I am providing some empty data here. You can also provide some default information here depending upon your requirement. And also I will be creating a method like sign in, and this will accept email address and password. And now let's try to assign this to our variables here. And if you are having any confusion here, you can just try to add some more extensions over here. Like, this is not a good example, but you can just add something like this to avoid the confusion. So password, I'm just trying to assign it here. And also don't forget to specify notify listeners here, so that the consumers will get notified regarding the information and they will try to observe the information. So now let's specify the user class here. So now we need to specify my app class here, so you can just make use of child here and specify my app. And yes, we are now good to go here. So instead of returning a container here, we will be trying to return a material app, but as we are using getx library here, so you need to make use of get material app instead of a normal material app here. So if you are watching this tutorial for the first time on our channel, I suggest you to go through our getx playlist so that you will get a good information on why we are making use of get material app here instead of material app. And here inside which, let's try to provide our scaffold, so which provides the basic skeleton for our application. So inside which specify app bar, and with the help of the title we need to add a text widget here and provide a login. So this is a provider based login example, and now you can add a constant before the text widget. And inside the body, let's consider a multi-child widget, that is column here. And here multi-child means we can add multiple widgets to particular column here, and when you consider a container you will be just having a single child. So these are again basics, and if you are required these basics, then you can just go through our complete Flutter playlist. And here I just want to have two text fields. So the first one will accept the username and the second one will accept the password, and later we'll be having a login button to process this information. So let's provide two text fields and a text button. So the button will have these two requirements. So first of all, we will be providing an anonymous function for on press, and in the child let's provide a text widget which states like login. So inside text fields we will try to display some information for the user. So let's add a decoration, so inside which input decoration you will be having an option like hint text here. So let's specify enter username, so this will be like a email address. And also you can add the controller here. So with the help of a controller you will fetch the information from the text field. So I would like to add controller here, variable text, and this is of a type text editing controller, and we require the same for password. So I'm just removing the constant over here. And now let's add this controller here, text username controller, and let's try to copy this and add it over here. And instead of name controller you can just replace it with password controller. Make sure you replace it. And here instead of username let's provide password, and here you can just add a constant here. And so now comes our storage process, like our login mechanism implementation here. So we are having two text fields. So now let's try to run this particular code and we can see the output. So yes, this is our output here. So we have specified some message like provider login, and these are the two text fields, and you can just decorate them as you wish here. So you can just provide a center widget here, and also I'll be providing some padding like 20 on all sides. And here we are having two text fields like username and password. So we will be accepting the information with the help of these controllers here, and we will be trying to store the information and try to fetch the information in the second screen. So now let's try to create one more screen. So the screen will be called like dashboard. So here let's try to import the material.dart file here and specify void main, and here we'll be considering a stateless widget. And here instead of returning a container we will be returning a consumer here. So with the help of this particular consumer we are now able to fetch the information. So now let's try to provide the information first, then we will come to this particular consumer part. So here inside the onPress, as we have implemented getX library in our dependency, so let's make use of get here dot to, and here you can see we have already imported our package get dot dart here while we are making use of get material app. So now get dot to here, so whenever you are trying to type to here, you can see the first suggestion, like here it is accepting a page input here. So let's specify dashboard. Let's try to move to this particular screen here. You need to import the dashboard here. So this is a class we have just created here, and now we need to accept the user information, that is the user entered information, and we need to store it here before moving to the dashboard screen so that we can display the information in the dashboard screen. So now let's make use of provider dot of. So here you need to specify the type here. So this is of a type user, and specify the context here, comma. Here you need to specify the listen to be false. So here when you specify the listen to be false, it won't make the widget to rebuild again when you call the notify listeners here. So here we are trying to call a notify listeners, right? So we are specifying the listen to be false here to avoid the rebuild of the widget. So we are specifying listen here to avoid the widget rebuild. So now let's make use of the sign in method which we have specified earlier in the user class here. So now let's make use of our controllers, like text username controller dot text to string. So in the similar way, let's try to provide our password field also, text user password controller dot text dot to string here. So now let's try to reformat the code, and so now this particular block should be inside on press, so it is showing an error, and try to reformat everything. So now we have specified the information like username and password with the help of provider, and we are trying to move to the dashboard screen here. And now let's come to the consumer part implementation. So here also for the consumer we need to provide the type here. So the type is user, and try to import this particular user class. And for the builder, let's specify the context here, and user. Let's try to see the implementation, so inside which we need to return a material app here, so that we will be having some app bar and the body section in our application, and specify scaffold here again as we have specified in our earlier class. And inside the body, so this time I'm going to consider a text widget directly. We'll be making use of this particular user here, and try to fetch the information user dot email. And also you can add some styling here, so that is text style, and inside which specify the color. So colors dot, you can just select blue color here, and also you can add some font size. So let's specify 30 to be the font size here, and you can make it as a constant again. So these two things I'll be making constant. And now let's try to run this code and try to see the final output here. And I'm just specifying the username like abhi@email.com. And one more thing, we have not specified any validations here. So there is again a tutorial on validation I'm providing in the description section below. You can go through it and add validations to this particular example. And here we have got our email address printed onto our screen. And also I suggest you to rename these particular fields here, so like email text and password text here, and just replace them over here, so that you could avoid the confusion, and also sometimes there might be some issues based on the same names. Here we have provided like email and email here, so there might be some confusion and you might be getting some empty information. And also if you observe the output, it is to the top left here, so you can just adjust it to the center of the screen by just adding the center widget here by wrapping. So by wrapping the text widget with the center here. And so yes, this is it for this tutorial on provider based login implementation. So I hope you understood the implementation of the provider state management pattern here. And if you are having any queries, do let me know in the comment section below, and if you are facing any errors, do let me know. I will try to help you, and the code for this tutorial is available in the description section below, and also the links for the various tutorials using Flutter are being provided in the description section below, and also the provider playlist. So if you like this tutorial, do like, share and subscribe to our channel for more interesting content on Flutter.